After 7 years, it all comes down to this. That's how long it's been since the Lancaster Country Club was awarded the prestigious role as host of the 2015 U.S. Women's Open. Since then, Director of Golf Course Operations Todd Bidlespacher has made it his mission to create a pristine parkland course for the event. And so far, so good. During an opening round, golf pro Christina Kim called the course perfect. Leading turfgrass science expert Dr. Frank Rossi recently met up with Bidlespacher to discuss his preparation for the tournament, even when faced with serious challenges.
Todd, thanks for taking the time out to join us. And I'm wondering, can you just start out with background about the club? I know this is not a new club, and I know it's designed by a famous architect in the area.
Lancaster Country Club's been here since 1920 on this property. The club was formed in 1900, but they moved here in 1920 and built the course. It's a William Flynn design. There was a lot of isolation here from hole to hole before we started the tree work, and now everyone's like never realized what kind of property they had, I don't think, because you couldn't see, we opened up a lot of vistas and now you can see through the course.
Right. And the wonderful conditions that you provide out here that now you're ramping up for the U.S. Women's Open. So let's start with that. How has the ramp up been for a course that's over 100 years old or coming up on 100 years old and now getting ready for the biggest event that the women play in all year?
Actually, the majority of it started 6-7 years ago when we first were awarded the tournament. I mean, a lot of the work we've done is for the membership, but it's a bonus having a tournament here and doing a little extra for it too. We did the bunkers back in 07, 08, renovated them, regrassed the greens in 2011 to A1, A4.
Okay, bent grass greens.
Correct.
You really can see the work you've done underneath the trees, not just in the open areas where you're mowing, but even in the fescue areas that you've really done a wonderful job, sort of thinning out the woodlands and giving it that parkland-like setting. They spend a lot of time fussing about the rough for these events. So can we talk about your rough management program?
Last fall, we aerified our entire rough, overseeded, did some root pruning of trees to help competition aspect.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then we implemented Civitas this spring as part of our spray program. Again, to help create a healthier plant that's more tolerant to the traffic stress, to the disease stress, insects, wherever the case may be, but we're looking for every advantage we can get.
The trees make that even harder, right? I mean, I'm sure the trees are sucking the moisture. And at those moisture stress areas is where we started focusing, in the work with Civitas, spraying Civitas around the fairways into these areas that are not necessarily being hit by the sprinklers. Lots of traffic.
When we were in a dry period, I was amazed how well the rough was holding up to. We're getting a lot of play now, pre-tournament too. Everyone wants to come out and play the course.
I see that you're moving seed head suppression into the rough areas. I also understand you've included Civitas in that program this spring. What is your spring seed head suppression program? Typically, when do you make your applications and what did you see this year?
Since we did a lot of overseeding last fall and late overseeding, we moved our seed head suppression to the spring. And again, we used Civitas with Proxy in April, and we had great results. Actually, we had no yellowing. It's been a good test for it this spring. And I'm definitely sold on the results I've gotten, that's for sure, and the membership too. It's definitely going to be implemented into my program.
Well, we're looking forward to celebrating 11 years here over the next month for the Women's Open. It's going to be a spectacular event.